to where people could take advantage of my calmness, or I'm just turning into a full robot with like no emotion.
Kim is finally coming to terms with being a cold person with new things coming to light. It seems she admits now that she really does act robotic sometimes. Kim Kardashian is revealing more about her battles with being a mom celebrity influencer as she looks for solutions regarding the lingering effects of events that happened in her past. Kim and her sister Khloe discussed a very private time regarding Kim's ongoing therapy journey and the lasting psychological consequences of the 2016 Paris robbery in an episode of The Kardashians.
Everything stopped after you got robbed because you stayed calm in that situation.
In the podcast, Kim talked candidly about her therapeutic breakthroughs and how the events have influenced her life. She shared a key realization from her therapist, who proposed that Kim's calm exterior could be the consequence of her desensitization. Kim's cool demeanor, which was initially a robbery survival strategy, has evolved into her go-to reaction when faced with stress, according to the therapist. My therapist was like, "You think calm is your superpower. I think that you are desensitized from trauma, that you literally are frozen," Kim reflected. "One time in life something happened and you remain calm, and that worked for you, so you will always choose calm."
Served me well at that time, and I think it saved my life, but I think I've let it get too calm.
The frank and honest Khloe linked Kim's current situation to the terrible robbery. She reflected on how Kim's actions had radically changed during the following event. "You weren't calm before, Kim, you were a lunatic," Khloe said, pointing out how Kim used to react intensely to minor issues. "You became calm." Khloe continued explaining that Kim's composure during the robbery was a survival strategy that was embedded in her character. Khloe observed, "You were never calm as a teenager. In your 20s, you cried about everything. You were bratty, you threw tantrums.
You were never calm as a teenager. In your 20s, you were cried about everything.
Everything stopped after you got robbed because you stayed calm in that situation, and even you said, 'My calmness is what kept me alive.'" Kim thought about how her experience had affected her over the years in a confessional. She recalled the guy telling her to be calm in order to survive as she narrated the terrifying experience of being tied up and being dragged across a hotel room.
Gun to your head, getting tied up, dragged across a hotel room.
It must have been awful. I can't imagine such a thing. Kim took this counsel to heart, thinking it would help ensure her survival. She now believes, nevertheless, that her very serene state may have made her vulnerable or caused her to become emotionally numb. "I remember him telling me just like, 'Stay calm and you'll live,' and I did that," she recalled. "It served me well at the time, and I think it saved my life. But I think I let it get too calm to where people could take advantage of my calmness, or I'm just turning into a full-on robot with like no emotion." Kim is still haunted by the incident that happened in Paris on October 3rd, 2016. Kim was staying at her private apartment during Paris Fashion Week when 5 armed thieves broke in by pretending to be police officers. Kim and her friends were restrained by the bandits, who made off with an estimated $10 million worth of jewels, which included Kim's well-known engagement ring. Even with the seriousness of this crime, the robbery investigation had some difficulties. Eventually, French authorities accused and detained a number of people, some of whom were sentenced to prison. Though it's admirable that Kim Kardashian faced her pain head-on, it's obvious that the 2016 heist left a lasting mark. Her journey has undoubtedly been affected by the theft of the traumatic experience of being restrained. It's clear that anybody experiencing such a horrible occurrence would be left dealing with severe emotional wounds as Kim struggles to piece together the events that happened that night. Who wouldn't be impacted by something this terrifying? What do you guys think? Is Kim really robotic and unfeeling, or is it the trauma? Let us know in the comments, and we hope you have a great day.